Hello, I'm Inspired99. This video shows Jay Cutler talking about Shaun Clarida's and Nick Walker's consistency 3 weeks away from the 2023 Arnold Classic. Who will win this year? Let me know in the comments. If you're a fan of bodybuilding and want to stay up to date on the latest news and developments in the fitness world, then subscribing to our YouTube channel is a must. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest information on bodybuilding competitions, new workout techniques, and cutting-edge research in the field of fitness and nutrition. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on a new video, and you'll be the first to know about exciting events and announcements in the bodybuilding community. So why wait? Hit the subscribe button now and join our community of like-minded fitness enthusiasts. In a recent episode of the Cutlercast podcast, bodybuilding veteran Jay Cutler discussed the upcoming 2023 Arnold Classic, which is set for March 2nd, 5 in Columbus, Ohio. In the video, Cutler talked about Nick Walker's consistency and Shaun Clarida's open competition. After the 2022 Olympia, in which Hattie Chupin won gold, the focus of the sport turned to the Arnold Classic. The prize money was doubled by the organizers, which encouraged more well-known people to enter the contest. Nick Walker, Andrew Jacked, Patrick Moore, and Mamdao Big Ramy Elsbey were among them. Shaun Clarida, who was once listed as a competitor, is currently putting his abilities as an open-class bodybuilder to the test. He will compete against his teammate Walker next month and is a two-time 212 Olympia champion. Samson Dauda, William Bonac, Justin Rodriguez, Akim Williams, and Kamel Elgargni will also be opponents for him in addition to those mentioned above. After considering the starting lineup, Jay Cutler declared Nick Walker to be the obvious favorite. He insisted that Big Ramy could win the Arnold if he entered the competition at 100%, and refused to rule him out. In advance of the 35th annual Arnold Classic, Cutler sat down once more to discuss some of the front-runners as the show got closer. Jay noted that the 212 bodybuilders in the open class had recently performed well. Flex Lewis was the most winningest 212. I mean, he started at 202 I think, but like when you have a Clarida stepping up. And I know Kamel is in this storybook too. You're now seeing the crossovers. Hattie has become Mr. Olympia after being in 212. William Bonac became second. He was in 212. Will there ever be established the greatest shorter bodybuilder? We can argue Lee Priest. We can argue Franco Columbu, says Jay Cutler. Cutler, a 3-time Arnold Classic champion, thinks Shaun being in the top 5 would be a significant accomplishment given the status of the sport. Does it put Clarida in a different category if he comes in and places in the top 5? No one has ever stepped to that level in the open. Jose competed, but I'm saying Arnold Classic position besides. I mean, Hattie never even stepped on the stage. Not Arnold, Ohio, dude. It's the GOAT show, right? I mean, you win that, I think USA Arnold Classic, it's the real deal. I mean, Andrew Jacked could be that one. Clarida, according to Cutler, has the X factor going into the competition, and the Mr. Olympia competition in November 2023 might have a huge build-up. I called him the X Factor, and I think he took that as wow, because we don't know. I said to him, you're making it very difficult for us by coming into this contest, because you can kind of predict it. But I've seen pictures of Akim and he looks pretty decent. I mean, Justin Rodriguez looks really good, added Cutler. This build-up for Olympia in 2023 could be tremendous. We still have some new bodies coming in. Carlos Thomas Jr. is coming in. He's doing the New York Pro. You still have Krizo. Do we have this good Vito guy coming in? Cutler said. Cutler reiterated on his podcast that Nick should triumph in Ohio, but anything is possible. Listen, anything is possible. I said Ramy couldn't lose at this Olympia and he was 5th. You know, listen, if I had confidence and I wanted to lay out the bets, I just bet on the Super Bowl and lost quite a bit of money. No, I'm not going to say, but yes, anything is possible. I did hear from him yesterday. I said, just focus and do what you do. He's just dialing in the conditioning right now, which looking at the pictures, he's very well conditioned. I think we kind of know. It's kind of like what we know to expect from him. We don't know with Andrew, we don't know with Ramy, and we don't know with Samson. Clarida, we just don't know how he'll look standing in the middle of these guys, but we know he's coming razor, Cutler said. Cutler said he's going to look after things after talking to Nick. Dramatically different come the day of the show. But we know what Nick is going to bring, man. The consistency, said Cutler. Nick just needed to ride, that's it. Nick was on cruise control. There's not much more, like, oh, he's missing this or missing that, can he improve? Yeah, they keep saying his V-taper is getting better this and that, but you don't know until you dial down. I saw pictures of him. Listen, I know he's going to look dramatically different come the day of the show. Chris Cormier, a seasoned bodybuilder, expressed his support for Nick Walker prior to the competition in a recent episode of the Menace podcast with Dennis James. In the presence of everyone, Milo Sarcev explained why he thinks Samson Dauda's physique will help him win. Samir Bannout, a former Mr. Olympia from 1983, agreed with Milos that Samson is the best and can defeat anyone at his peak.